Hey, Gardenguy here. I am pruning raspberries today. So first and foremost, let's get the tools. I'm going to be digging some up. So we got this mattock right here. It's going to be nice for digging things up. Also going to need just a normal spade shovel, which I'll get out there, and a rake and some loppers. We should be good. I'm going to get a wheelbarrow and a tarp, and we're ready to go. I'm going to show you guys how to prune these raspberries. We have arrived, guys. We have arrived. Let's offload the tools, and I'll show you how to prune these raspberries. Hey guys, so we have Maggie and Molly here. These awesome girls, and they're gonna help us trim these raspberries. Y'all ready for this?
Yes, we're ready for anything.
Got your gloves on?
Kind
awesome. All right, here we go. Here we go. We have a big old glob. I'm gonna call it a glob of raspberries because it looks like you have been trimming them. Have you been trimming them?
Yeah, I guess so.
Not really, not really. So we got a glob of raspberries, and what we're gonna shoot for is 3 rows of like a V shape. But this is the first year, so really what we're gonna be doing is we're taking out 3 main categories, and this applies to all you guys who have raspberries. Take out 3 main categories, all right?
Yeah.
So what time of year is it right now?
It's like...
What's the month?
It's March.
March. Exactly. So.
My birthday month.
What? When's your birthday?
16th. 16th.
Oh man, happy early birthday.
Okay, thanks.
So we have March. March is my favorite month to do this raspberry pruning because you can do it any time that the plant is dormant. You guys know what dormant means?
No. Oh, it's not active. Or
There you go.
Growing.
Yeah. So it's
we
like.
learned about dormant volcanoes.
Nice. So yeah, same thing applies to trees. See, these trees don't have leaves right now. It means they're dormant. So best thing to do is to do the pruning whenever a plant is dormant. And they are dormant normally from around like November to March, but March is my favorite time because that gives them time. The old canes, the dead ones, as those older canes die, they send their last little bit of nutrients down into the roots. So you're not stealing any more of the nutrients. So March is one of my favorite times to do it. And what we're gonna shoot for is rows that are 2 feet to 1.5 feet wide. And then only 3 to 4 canes per foot. So that's what we're shooting for. And there's 3 main categories. Let me show you guys over here what we're cutting out. 3 main things we're gonna do is we're gonna narrow the row, which these are not really rows. So we're gonna have to narrow it a little more than normal.
It's a glob.
It's a glob. Exactly. And then we're going to cut out the canes that fruited last year. So raspberries only fruit on 1-year-old growth. So the ones that fruited last year, they're not really going to do anything again. So we got to cut those out. And the last thing is we're going to thin like the little ones, the ones that don't look so good.
What do you mean by like
little ones? Yeah, there you go. That one's actually dead.
How can you tell the dead ones from the good ones?
I will tell you in a second.
These are good.
That's a good one right there. Yeah.
The thick ones are good, and the skinny ones are bad.
Kind of, but yeah, you definitely don't want skinny ones. But when we get done with this, it's gonna look way thinner than it is right now. So it's gonna look kind of too thin, but that's the way you gotta prune them so that we get more fruit. Because we all want the berries, right?
Yeah.
Berries.
We barely got any berries. Mommy won't get many.
Huh?
Mommy won't get many.
You won't get many? She's gonna get way more whenever we prune them right.
Yeah, but me and Maggie will eat most of them. We sneak
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We sneak them.
They're gonna get them. Okay. We can be pruning all 3 different categories at the same time, but while we're going through, we're gonna shoot for most of the plants being in between, right in there, right? So we're gonna be keeping those. This one, see how this one's way out here? Yeah. We're gonna have to cut him even though he's so big. So what you do is you come in, you see how this one right here is dead? Like you can just see how it has all these lateral. These are called lateral canes.
It's gray.
It's gray. There you go. So there's different color here. So
like this too.
Yeah, look at the difference right here. See this difference? So you got gray right here, and then you got this one. And if you scrape the edge, see how that's green? That means it's alive. But if you scrape this, what does that look like?
This looks like
mush.
Just brown. Yeah, it's mush. It's not alive. So this whole one is dead. So because this one's thin. It's a good example. Cut all those.
All three?
Yep. There you go. 3 different types here. This one is an old cane. It's called. It has these lateral branches that used to bear fruit. This is where fruit was last year, but see, it's dead. This thing is done. So we just throw it down into our pile for stuff to take out. And then this one is too thin. It's green, but it's too thin. So we're not keeping it. The ones we're keeping are the ones that are like this one. See how big that is?
Yeah.
So what we're shooting for is these floricanes, is what they're called. These are the ones that are really going to be
This one be trimmed.
producing
shoot.
fruit. Got floricanes that have a nice basal diameter. And that's the main one. So, just to recap real quick, we have the pulling in of the bed that we need to do to where we wanted them to be growing in that 2 to 1.5 foot area. And then, oh, broke it. That's okay.
Kind of.
It's gonna happen. But then we have the pulling out the dead or the branches from last year, the canes from last year, and then the last thing is all the little spindly guys. So let's go do it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. See, this one is from last year. It's done.
Crunchy.
And go, just pull it out. That's right. There you go. And then we've got this one, which is a good one. That's fruiting.
Your face is not always in it.
That's okay. You can just, there you go. As long as you get the main gist of it.
This one,
See this one. What do you call this one?
dead.
Dead, but what's another name for it?
Dement.
What?
Dement something. It's called. It is
Spent floricanes.
Okay.
So these are called spent floricanes. You want to say that?
Spent floricane.
Nice, spent floricanes. And this one was too thin and spindly. See how thin that is? See how thin this is? That's not the way to go. So we're gonna take him out. So the reason that we're gonna be shooting for this V shape, if you come over here, I'll show you what it's gonna kind of look like. The way we're looking about doing this is most of the plants are gonna be through here, and then they'll grow like this. We're gonna put stakes in the ground, staking them up, and we'll tie them to those wires going down, and that keeps it open so that all the light comes down in, and it keeps all the disease down. And see how all these little guys are coming out here? Well, if we have them shaped like that, then it's shading the outsides, which means that most of the new things that pop through, the little sprouts, the suckers, those are going to be right in the middle. So that means every year you get new plants in the middle instead of the outside. And then another benefit is that it keeps it from getting to where you can't reach the middle. See how we can't pick anything right there right now?
No.
Because it's all congested and crazy. But if we had it like the V shape, then you can always reach whatever you need to reach.
Can I cut this right here?
Well, let's make our way that way first.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All of them.
Can I take away these guys?
Right here, we already cut out the spent floricanes. Right here, see how this one is a spent one? It just popped off because it's dead. And this one is a little spindly. It's also too short to be able to reach the trellis that we're going to do. So I'm going to cut this one out, plus this one, and keep this guy right here because it's a little bigger. And then right here is a spent floricane. This is another spent one, but that's the new growth right there that we want to keep. See? So if these are spent, that's a good one. Kaboom. See all the debris here? That's why we took it all out. And you can see the rows now. You know, you got one row there, and then over here, a gap, next row, gap, next row. So it's looking a lot better than it did, that's for sure. What do you think?
Better.
Way better? Yep. Now we just need to stake them. Like I said, it's going to be like a Y right there. So come out with a stake, down there, stake, and then one wire going straight down with a turnbuckle on it to tighten. And then each of these branches will be tied, and so it keeps that Y form. And it'll work out, it'll look good. Got it done, got it done. It's gonna be awesome. That is how you prune raspberries. Thank you for your help, Knuckles. Psh. Nice. Where's your sister?
She's there.
Oh, she's taking a break. She's taking a break super early. What? What do you think about this?
Good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
9.
9? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I actually agree. I think it's a 9. It's gonna be
the leaves and the brush. The leaves on the ground could be raked out, but
okay.
then that would be a 10.
Okay.
And the holes will need to be filled.
Oh yeah, there's still stuff to do. You're right. You're right. But then, but we'll do that whenever we make
the wood chips will be covering up the holes.
Yes, and that'll make it look nice. It'll fertilize it, keep the moisture in. Yeah, we're coming back with wood chips. But yeah, good job, y'all. Knocked it out. Now let's go over here. The next video for tomorrow is going to be about this no dig. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's going to be over there with these two wonderful young ladies, and we're going to have a fun time, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go film it, and people will see it tomorrow. Bye, raspberries.
Goodbye.
It's all cleaned up, everybody. Got our rows in, and then we'll be coming out with mulch for the whole garden and for this area.